algorithm goes to Jamaica, but that's where my target is at. But the reason I also want to talk about this, when I started my catering company back then, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 60% of my customers were Jamaicans. 60% of my customer base were Jamaicans. I was doing a lot of wedding, a lot of graduation parties, a lot of promotion parties, a lot of big wig events. They were all Jamaicans, and I wasn't a Jamaican caterer, and I talk about this all the time. People say, "Why are you getting hired by Jamaicans?" Because they were hiring me because they wanted a reliable source, and I was very reliable, and I understood the culture, and I understood everything that comes about serving a Caribbean wedding, and I worked very well with a lot of people from that region, and also I'm Darius. I'm from Haiti, and I own a business for 25 years in New Jersey. It was a catering company, and I also owned two restaurants after that. I enjoy this business. This is a business that I do, and I really enjoy talking about the food industry. Okay, the real reason I always, this is one of the reasons I always encourage people to have this as a side business. The food business, you could have a license to be an attorney. You could have a license to be a nurse. Guess what? In America, that license could be taken away at any time for any given moment. Your license could be taken away. But guess what can't be taken away from you? Your skills of knowing how to cook one dish and serving it to people. That's a livelihood that would last, that lasts you as long as you want it to last you. That's a skill set that would take you and pay for your way any way you want in your life. So I always encourage people, if you have that one dish that you cook and you cook it very well, there is no reason not to turn that into income. It is a lucrative income source in America you could have. I'm telling you. I've been doing this for a while. I started with no money, and I could teach you how to start with no money. It's very possible to do it with no money. This is a livelihood that could take you all around the world, meet all kinds of people, and it's very, 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 very. If it's for you, if it's something you're doing, it could be something very rewarding to you. So that's why I encourage people to have that as a second income source, and have also, if something you really enjoy, have it as a career. I did it as a career for 25 years, and I enjoyed it. I still love it. I'm still talking about it. I'm still doing it on different levels. There's levels to it. There's different kind of ways you could get into it. There's different lanes. So today we're going to talk about, you don't need a restaurant in order to make money into this business. And the reason I want to talk about this is because a lot of people have the misconception of what you need in order to make money in this business. Um, First of all, let's talk about setting yourself up when you do come to America, or setting yourself up to make a business in the food industry. The number one thing I would encourage anyone that's going into any kind of business is to surround yourself with the right kind of people. Because the right kind of people will give you the mindset and keep your mindset in the right way. Because not everyone wants you to win. You might have an idea. You ever have an idea for something and you share with someone, and the minute you start sharing, what they do, start knocking it down. That means you're around the wrong kinds of people. Instead of somebody trying to help you figuring out what best way to conquer the idea that you have, they say, "Oh no, this would not work. Oh no, keep your 9 to 5. Oh no, you can't do this yet. Oh no, you're not ready for this." How the heck you gonna tell me if I'm ready for something? Only God could tell me if I'm ready for something. Um, if you have the desire to do anything in life, you need to be around the right people. I strongly encourage that. This is not a sales pitch. This is not motivational talk. This is talking the truth. This is talking the truth. You have to be around the right set of kind of people to have the mindset. So mindset is very important. Now, the very first thing I would do coming to America, the first paycheck you might get from a job or anything, I would get my EIN number and an LLC. It costs you less than $200 to get, and then I would form a bank account from that. You say, okay, why would I need an LLC unless I'm starting a business? No. You could have an LLC and sit it down for a couple of years while you're still thinking about your business. But in the meantime, you are building your LLC credit. You are building the longevity of the LLC. You are building the shelf life of the LLC. Because imagine you open up a bank account on the LLC on Monday and walk in Thursday expecting to get a loan. You only had it open for 4 days. They're going to reject you. But imagine you have your LLC before you open up your business, you let it sit there, collect some life chef on the life on the shelf, whatever way you want to put it. And not only that too, I would start creating everything else under that LLC. If you have a cell phone, I would put it under LLC, a car note, everything else, because you never know when you're gonna lose your job, and you don't want your personal credit to be affected by you losing a job or having some kind of income difficulties. That's one of the biggest things that bring people down. They mix their personal life with they put everything in their personal life, their cell phone, their car note, all those little bills that could easily ruin your credit forever. Not forever, but for a long time. And you're not able to operate the way you want to operate. Because you remember, you have a leg down when you go going into the U.S. You have to have a leg up. So the best way to set yourself up is to know the information. You really have to do your research on LLC, how that works, and how you can make that work for you. I know a lot of people talk about LLCs, but just open up an LLC is not good enough. You have to know how to work it and make it work for you. Because one of the biggest thing in America, first of all, LLC is like creating a whole different person. It's like creating an AI twin, but you're not liable for that AI twin. If that AI twin mess up, it don't really affect you. Say again, we all go into hardship. You cannot pay a cell phone bill, and you're not gonna let a cell phone bill ruin your credit. You're not gonna let a car note ruin your credit to get a house or anything like that. That's why it's important to put all that under your LLC. Learn how to maneuver that so you could get ahead. That's one of the biggest thing I would do. Moving to the U.S. is very important. People don't know these things because again, you're gonna go run into family. They probably not don't know these information. But it's up to you to educate yourself on these information. Again, let me give shout outs to people that's running through in and out. God Pickney, what's going on, Ma? Bev, Jenny, Danielle, Narita. I hope I say that right. Narita Lois, Tilly Rich. Yeah, I'm just giving out a shout out to people on the outside of the room. Again, my name is Darius. I've been in this business for a little while. I have some knowledge in this. I don't know it all, but I have the resources to help you any way I can. So now the second thing I would do if I were to go move to the US tomorrow, I would pick a niche. Okay, this is very, very big, guys. You coming from the US, you coming from Jamaica. There's a lot of street foods in Jamaica that's still not popularized in America. There's so many street food. Let me tell you, street food make money. One item make money right now in America. Everyone's so stuck into selling jerk chicken, curry goat, curry chicken, and beef patties and stuff like that. Okay, all those things are oversaturated. Everywhere you go, they sell them. But imagine if you're known for one thing. For like, instance, I use this example a lot. One of the dishes I like from Jamaica is called Jamaican bake. It's called baked cod. It's a codfish sandwich inside of a baked bread. I'm sure you guys know about it. This is one item I always feel as though it will make so much money because not only you could do different variation of it, it is a great dish to make it popular. Again, don't wait for somebody on the outside like some movie star to eat it in a movie. Next thing you know, it's impossible to get codfish. It's impossible to get big. No, popular, make it popular yourself. Make it blown up yourself. Make it your own. Imagine you come to America, you are known for that one dish. You will be the king of that dish. You will make money from that dish because I'm sure you could, if it's done right, you could charge $7 for that dish, $8 easy, and it's easy to execute. Again, I'm gonna say this again: it's easy to execute. And when you start this one product, you don't have to add a whole bunch of stuff around that product. You could sell that one product by itself. Again, people, you could sell that one product by itself. Again, McDonald's sell burgers for 35 years before they added anything else to their menus. Burger King, same thing, over 50 years before they added chicken sandwich. It's one item that works. Once you know for that one item, then you could execute to different things. And it's so important. And not only that, it's easier to scale up with that one item. It's easier to train people with that one item. And your profit margin is so much bigger than having 15 items on the menu when you can have that one item and you can start it from home. You could tell people to pick it up on the weekend. You could start it while you still have your full-time gig, your full-time job. You do it from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you make an extra $1,000 on the weekend. That's $4,000 a month on top of your job that you're making. Those are realistic numbers. I'm not talking about numbers that you're gonna make $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month. No, I'm talking about realistic numbers where you could go into right away. Right away, you could go into this and make great, great money. Again, we're not also talking about just from the money aspect. This is something you have to love. You have to love doing this. I talk about a lot about this because when you love it, it will come naturally. People will hire you naturally. Okay? So now the third thing I would do to finding your customer base. You say, Darius, I'm new to this town. I'm new to this country. How do you find my customer base? First of all, start with your family and friends. Everybody got one or two of those. We got those. Start with your family and friends. And if you go to a church, tap in that to that resource too. And you're gonna have a job. Tap it into that resource. One thing I'm gonna tell you: everyone loves somebody that's trying to win, except for your haters. When you come with the aspect, okay, I'm coming to America, I'm going to start a business. You start talking that talk from day one, you're going to find people that want to help you. It's going to always be the people that's already been there, that already won. They're going to be like, they're going to see something in you. You're going to be like, you know what, brother? Come over here. Let me help you out real quick. Let me help you out. Don't worry about the hows, what you don't have, and the things you need. Start with the things you already have, which is you, the knowledge you could put inside you, the inspiration that you walk with, the talk you're going to talk. Start with that. Don't worry about the things you don't have. Worry about the things you already have, which is your two hands and a little bit of inspiration to talk about what you have and let people know, hey, I could do this for you. I could do that one dish, and you might have another dish. Um, there's plenty of street foods in Jamaica, and I'm not just talking about Jamaica. We're talking about the whole Caribbeans. There's a lot of things we could do and bring it to America and make it popular. Next thing you know, it's the biggest thing that, to everything. Look at like beef patties. Now, beef patties, I have a little beef with that because a little beef with the beef patties because now you have the little chicken spot ruined beef patties. They putting cheese on top of it. They putting all kinds of sauces on top of it. They done ruined the beef patty. When it's supposed to be beef patty, the most extent thing you put in it is cocoa bread. Now you kind of have people opening up the beef patty, throw kind of junk in it, and they're kind of messing it up. But imagine you bring something to America that is going to win. Think about it. When you go out today, look at the street vendors that's selling food. Think about what you could bring and make it yours. And that's called making it your niche. Making it your niche. Okay, so that's like number three. Number four, you say, Darius, I don't have any money. How would I start this? The food business is the only business you can start with no money. Easy as heck. Story time. When I started this, I had got a call to cater an event for 250 people. I didn't have staff. I didn't have structure. I didn't have a business plan. I didn't have a place to cook. I didn't have any money. But yet, a celebrity friend of mine called me and said, Darius, I have a success of an album. I want to celebrate it and I want you to cater it. Why did he pick me? Because I made it known before then I could cook. I was making my food, bringing it to parties, giving it away to friends. But back then, I wasn't thinking no catering. I was just doing it for fun. This is what I do. I was bringing, if you're having a party, I say, okay, let me bring something. Let me help out. Let me help out with the decoration. Do you need anything? Those are the attitude I had. People already knew that about me. So when I got the call, I said yes. I did not have any way of knowing how I'm going to get this done. But once I said yes to that event, something shifted. Something shifted right away. It became a business right away. Now, if I took the advice I gave you, I had an LLC ready, I had everything ready, I would have just went into my bank and said I have an event, borrow me some money against this. They would have done it because I would have had a contract. Boom, boom, boom. They would have given me $10,000 to do the event, make it happen. I didn't have none of that in order. But now I came up with it's the biggest thing that's been around. I didn't come up with it. It's been around. I said to myself, if I sit down and put the budget of what it would take to make the event happen, I would make that my deposit. And that's exactly what I did. I budget out the food, the staff, the rentals, what it would take for the rentals, where I would cook the food, which at that time I cooked at my church. It was for free. Thank you, Church at the Crossroad, East Orange, New Jersey. Shout out to you. And I came up with that number. And I called my friends up and I said, you know what? I could do this event, but would you be willing to give me 50% down? Say, sure, Darius, we'll give you 50% down and 50% of the week of the event. Sure, no problem. That's what I did. I took that 50% he gave me, made the whole event happen with that 50%. Now, it's important that you include everything in that 50%, guys. And don't think, okay, oh, 50% is too high to do the whole event, whatever. No, it's not too high. People will pay for what they want. If they choose you, someone come up to you and say, cater a party, believe me, they will pay the money that you charge, the money that you are worth. And again, we'll talk about how to price yourself and your business at another date. But the 50% deposit work. So now, say you're doing that one dish and you are cooking it for somebody. Somebody call me, say, you know, Gorda, I need 10 pans of baked, Jamaican baked and cod this weekend. I'm going to have this great little party. It'll be a great addition to my grazing table to have your mini cod sliders that you are known for, that you do so well, that you are fabulous at. You ask for 50% deposit. and you buy the ingredients, you make the event, and the other 50% it becomes your profit margin, just your profit. Boom, nothing else. Walk away with that, you will make it. And from there, you keep stacking on, keep stacking on. So that's exactly what I did. I did that event. And by the way, for your first event, my first event was a celebrity event. That's no joke. Talk about pressure. Never catered before. Never did none of that. Now, if I stood there and called some friends, hey friends, I'm doing the do event. I never catered before. What do you think I should do? Guess what? 90% of them would have said, "Oh, I don't think you should do it. Oh, you know what you're getting yourself into. Oh, it's not your time yet." Listening to people will bring you down. You got to listen to your soul. You got to listen, you believe in yourself. Do not get permission to do what's good for you. Don't ever get permission to do what's right for you. And exactly, there's people that I would say, and it might come from love sometimes, but sometimes when you share your things with people, they envy you. They might be envious of what chances you're willing to take. They're not taking. Trust me. And that's why they will bring you down, talk you out of doing what you want to do because they don't have the heart to do it. A lot of people want to start business. I have friends that have been starting a business for 30 years. Every time I see, oh, Darius, next week I'm going to start my business. That same talk for like 20 years. Man, brother, just stop talking to me about starting your business. This is not for you. It's not for everyone. But the people that has the thought, the drive, the little drive of starting their own business, the little inside, hang around the right people, the right mindset people, guys. Okay, so we get the money part out of the way. How to start it with no money is the deposit method, guys. Someone wants you to do a work, get a deposit and run with that for the rest of your career and never do an event all the way through without having your whole money before the event. And that's another subject we talk about too. Now, this is another thing that we need to talk about. All of us from Caribbeans, we need to step in the front of the room because we need to talk about this. The shift need to be made where service becomes before food. It's not all about the food, guys. I got into most rooms because of my service, not because of my food. Even the food was okay, it was awesome. But when you're doing the food business, it's all about the service first. Your system got to be in place where it respect people's time. You do not want to waste people's time. 5 o'clock setup, you need to finish setting up at 4 o'clock. You got an appointment for 3 o'clock, you need to be there at 2:30. Do not waste people's time in this business. This is a business where you cannot afford to tell someone, "I'll do it again for you next week" when it comes to doing a wedding or doing an event like a graduation party. You cannot say, "I'll make it up to you next week." That's an event they cannot take back. So your system and your timing and your service gotta be on point. Again, like I told you, I was hired by a lot of Jamaicans, and I did a lot of Jamaican weddings, a lot. Um, the reason they hired me again, they wanted someone they could count on. They wanted someone they could trust. They wanted someone they give their money to. They know everything will be taken care of. Everything will be taken care of. There is nothing I would not do to finish an event. Let me give you a little story. I was doing a friend's. I was hired to do a repass, and I'm on my way to the repass. I had my van, and I did not know my registration on the van was not renewed. Whatever it was, I'm 3 blocks away from the repass. I get pulled over. Get pulled over. I have 300 people to feed. About 3 hours. All the food is in there. All the equipment is in the van. Cop came back, pulled me over. Sir, we got to tow your car. First thing that came to my mind, I didn't care about the car. I said, you could take the car. But, sir, I got an event right down the street. Let me unload. And you could take the car. You could take the van. I don't care. You could take it. He looked at me and said, what do you do? I said, I'm a caterer. I have an event to do. I have to deliver this. You could take the car. You could follow me with 3, 4, 5 cop car to the event, but I need the stuff in this car. I was so adamant about this. He looked at me and said, okay, I'll follow you. He followed me to the event. He even helped me unload my truck. He even helped me unload my truck because my staff was still behind. But you know, they were behind because I thought I was going to have a van. I thought I was going to have a van for the rest of the day. He unloaded the truck. I unloaded the truck. Boom. He took the van. He towed the van. But what I'm telling you, I didn't care about the van. I cared about the service. I cared about delivering the service. I would hire 4 or 5 Ubers to come pick up the stuff from that car to make that event happen. Because my yes is a yes. I made sure that was delivered. Made sure everything was on point. And it was a great event, by the way. I had to figure out how to get everything back afterwards, but we made it happen. Again, service before food. Because you can have the best food in the world. Bad service, people would not come. You would not last, especially in America. It's a service environment. Service first. And one last thing I want to touch on. Just because you're from Trinity, Haiti, Jamaica, that don't mean your people you are pitching to have to be Trinidadian, Jamaicans, or Haitians. You have you are in a place that's millions and millions of people. Your customer base could be from anywhere. People will try different food. Always remember that. If it's good, people will try it. If it's prepared right, if you have the right energy behind it, people will try it. So if you want to open up a restaurant, don't think you have to open up a restaurant in a Jamaican neighborhood. Do not do that. Open it up a restaurant and where you think it will be a good fit. Believe me, all 2 restaurants I had all been in suburbs in America. Not people of my own color. It was just a place that needed a good restaurant. And a lot of times I would go into a place of catering, and the catering the event space. We always say, "Oh, you the caterer?" I say, "Yeah, I'm the caterer." "Oh my God, it's about time. I'm about to taste some soul food." Why would you say I'm gonna cook soul food? Because I'm black? And I said, "No, I don't cook soul food." They baffle. "Oh, you don't cook soul food?" They almost get upset because you black. You're not cooking soul food. Cook what you want to cook. Cook what makes you feel good. Just because you're Jamaican, now don't mean you have to cook Jamaican food. Just because you are Haitian, now don't mean you have to serve Haitian food. We have to stop that. We have to stop that myth. Cook what makes you feel comfortable. Serve what makes you feel good. Because what makes you feel good is going to make others feel good. Again, my name is Darius. I help people in the food industry. This is something I'm very passionate about. I'm here to help you any way I can. I have a website called chef2ceo.com, and it's there to help you guys. It has so much freebies in this website. You have an AI food calculator. It has a proposal calculator where it helps you give out the right numbers per person if you need a quote. It's a AI set just for that. It asks you the right questions. How many people? What kind of service you're doing? Whether it's a buffet or sit down. Are you having what kind of bar service are you offering? What kind of staffing are you offering? Premium or standards? Ask you the right questions so when someone asks you, hey, George, how much is it for you always gonna get this question. How much is it for people of 20 people? You can easily go on your phone, Okay, how many people do I have to bring? Boom, 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 boom. Shoot them a round number right then and there. Because sometimes it's hard to think of the right questions by yourself to ask, and when you giving a quote. Because everybody want a quote real fast. That's the name of the game. If you don't want to give a quote within it used to be 24 hours. Now, if you don't give a quote back within hours, you lose that client because another person is going to snatch that person up. Always have to be ready to give a quote back. So that website help you out with that. Also, in that website, I have my book. It's called Cooking Isn't the Problem. I talk about my lifestyle. Again, let's talk about people that talk about the business that they are in. They never talk about the things they go through. In this book, I talk about a lot of things I went through, and still things I'm facing now. It talks about my battle with alcoholism in this business. As a lot of people go through that. Again, a lot of people talk about I'm not sitting in front of a pool, my Ferrari outside. I'm not. Don't have to show you all that. None of that. I'm talking about real business people. I'm talking about real tangible business ideas, real tangible ways you can make money. Start next week, starting this weekend. And I could show you all that. And also, my consultation service is available in that website. You could book that. You could even DM me right on TikTok. It doesn't matter. You could DM me. I'm not that hard to get in touch with. I'm not one of those gung ho, you see my secretary. It's not like that, people. I'm just a brother that love the food business and would love to help others win. Those who are in the room, try to tap on the screen. I never did this heart thing. You tap on the screen once or twice. That will help me out. I never got one. I never did one. This is my sixth live. Uh, it's my sixth live. Shout out to Stefan, Stelburn, Winston. Shout out to you guys. Everybody else, Rock Lift, Bala Bailey. Nice names. That's a nice name. Again, we talk in the website. I offer a lot of different journeys. There's 8 journeys in the website I offer. And the journeys are about steps you need to take, like building your LLC, building the structure of your business, and it give you the tools, third party tools of people you could hire. The right tools you need to make the decisions you need to make. We live in the world. If you Google menu template, you could put website menu template. You're gonna have 20 websites come up. More than that, 50. What I've done, I've vetted the best 3 companies in each categories that could help you out. Sometimes when you in the food business, you don't have time to vet out all these apps. And that's what I did for you. I picked the best POS system that could help you. We have 20,000 POS system in this business, but not all of them are good for food business. Some are great for retail. Some are great for bars. Some are great for fast food. I kind of narrowed down the best 3 that will help you out. Let me give shout out to Garnett, Doward, Junius, Harris, Chris, Valerie. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for passing through anyway. And I appreciate guys. To be here right now is a story on its own. And I appreciate anyone that would choose to listen. And again, if I live and I made a little contribution towards the food industry by helping people on a daily basis with this, because there's a lot of mistake people could make with this, a lot of money you could waste in this. If I could help just a little bit, I think my job is done. My job will be done. And I thank you everyone for tuning in today. And I will be back on live later on. Again, check out chef2ceo.com. It's a great website, great journey website. Um, it will help you tremendously. And if you have any questions, DM me. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Okay? You guys have a great Tuesday. And I'll be back on later on, maybe 5 o'clock. 5:30. I'll be back on. See you soon.